Hey guys, what's up? It's Grade. I'm here with my Zoomancer build. I think this is what I'm going to run into the end game and try to make this work as my primary build. I was running a Frost Bomb build with Buster, leveraging that. And then I got the upgrade I needed, and now I think this is what I'm happy with doing. The clear is really good. In this video, I'm going to cover a lot of power level things. Because for a long time, I was at +6 minion. And then I was farming to get a necklace to get +9. So in this video, I'm going to do a map with +6, T15. So you can see how viable this build is at T15. And I'll also make recommendations that at +6, Frost Bomb is really good. If you're looking for a build to clear rituals, all that kind of stuff, Frost Bomb is where it's at. But now that I have the upgrade for +9, I'm going to show you a map with +9. With all the different mechanics, rituals, and we're going to run everything. So you can see the differences and you can choose, you know, where you're at, what's good for you, and how you want to play. But the clear speed for this is good. We're almost Season 1 Leap Blink Tech levels of clear speed. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Check it out. We should be fine. Let's go to Steaming Springs. Pop it open. Hopefully I don't die. The hardest thing about this is the rituals. Rituals are really hard. So I left one portal open. So I have one death. This will be easy with the +3 amulet, but you know. Well, yeah. This is my zoo right here. Right, we'll talk about this at the end of the video. Or wherever it happens. Delerium mirror. I think it's going this way. They always immediately jam right on you. That's what they do now. I did one of these maps trying to record it, but I forgot to hit the record button, and it was terrible because I did it with temporal chains. I don't know who decided temporal chains was a good idea as a map like debuff. It's like the worst thing. Whoa, look at these eyeballs. I never noticed those eyeballs before. Okay, so this is the zoo summoner. I use a lot of frost bombs, and then I'm opting for the storm mages just because the storm mages have the highest attack. They literally have the highest basic attack, I think. This guy's really fat because the mod I have rolled on this map is 72% increased monster life. Oh my god, I think I made the fog go the wrong way. The last Delerium I did pretty good. Got +4 or four things from it. So before I was doing this, I actually went Frost. Frost mages are really good. They're really good. You can spam. Right now I have commandment on them. You don't need to have commandment, and you can just run a bunch of Frost mages. And the Frost mage Frost Bomb is really good. It's a really big nuke. It's quick. You just gotta run it with inspiration, and then make sure you have enough. Make sure I'm going the right way. Enough mana regeneration. Oh, the fog's gone. Am I going the wrong way? Am I chasing it? We're kind of chasing it. Oh, that sucked. Alright, so hopefully we get something good. But the clear speed's not bad, right? Decent clear. Right now, I don't have my muster right now is on the storm mages. And I got 6 people. So usually if I had it on the frost bomb, that frost bomb would be doing like 50k. It would be doing a lot. I think that's the advantage of using the zoo summoner. Alright, here is this. Let's hope we don't die. Hopefully there's no meat tornado. Oh, there is. Oh, it's the worst shit. Kills all my minions. At least I don't have temporal chains. Last time I did this with temporal chains. Oh! What is this? My own guys body blocked me? Okay. But yeah, that's how for rituals, as long as you just keep your minions alive, you'll be alright. The other thing I'm running with this is I'm running Rupture the Soul, and I have a Rib Rattle. And Rupture the Soul with Rib Rattler is really good for what's it called? A ritual. And these guys are so fat because of that mod. Where's my... Okay. Do I have... Where is he? He's here. Huh. I should have a flaming... Oh, I guess he was dead. He acts as my auto ignite. I have a reaver with Infernal Legion. And he's basically immortal as long as he's getting healed. So we could kind of use the gas arrow. The gas arrow still works as a really good nuke. Still a really, really good nuke. Okay, where should we put this stuff? Fire res. Come on. What is... Why can't I... There you go. Right here. I don't want to gain cold damage. Do not grant blast charges. Avoid being all these elements. This is a lot of good flags. Yeah, blow it up. And these guys are fat. Yeah, they're really fat, so hold on, we gotta move back. See, the rib rattle's helping out because he has the curse. It does help clear. See, mind you, this is only +6 minions, so you can do T15s depending on the mod. Like, just don't take maxed out mods and you'll be fine. Like, my energy shield's a little low. Like, what is it? 3,700? It's really low. I need way better energy shield. Way better defenses. But I also die a lot, so. Dying a lot trying to experiment with all this stuff. So far, I think this mixture is the best because Muster is like really good. I've got 6 different minions. So, you know, we're doing what? 42% multiplier on the Storm Mage. It's quite a bit. I have some ideas on the best things to use Muster on for bossing. But I kind of want to wait till... Dude, don't get body blocked. Stupid tornado. There you go. There's also some really bad rituals. There's really bad rituals where there's just stuff everywhere. There's poison everywhere. There's no good places to stand. Your minions keep dying. That's why I think if you're specifically trying to farm rituals, you want to have Rupture the Soul. Rupture the Soul is really good. I can't keep saying how good it is for ritual. But I don't know if it's worth it anymore because Audience of the King is not even worth 1 divine. I will say though, the first day I did it, I did rituals for 3 hours and I got 3 Audiences of the King and a Omen of Whittling. So maybe the drops are just way better, and this is with no points in it. And that's how I got that +3 amulet. It's not the best amulet, but it just has the stats. Like, ideally, I want something that has, you know, some extra perks to it, whether it's probably like energy shield, most likely. I think that's what I want most on my amulet, is defenses. The other thing that's nice too, if you go all frost mages, that nuke is so good. It is really good, especially at low level like this with +6. You can easily clear breaches, follow Esmeri Wisp, because you're just constantly throwing down the nuke, constantly putting down ice bombs. And that's what I used to actually get my my 4th ascendancy. Was I used a frost bomb build. I like how people are finding that stuff out too, Because right when I was about to make a video on it, a video came out about the frost bomb build. The only thing that's different with mine is I use it with muster, with this zoo setup. So your frost bomb it's doing a lot of damage. It does a lot. And you can kind of do the same thing with gas arrow too, if you wanted, because gas arrow does even more damage than the frost bomb. So if you have a bunch of reavers, right, or at least a couple, like 3 reavers that are on fire, so that way they're always auto igniting gas, and then you could just be doing gas arrows all day. But if you want something a little bit more laid back, I think you have to go like something like season 1 style, where we were doing leap with blink tech. You're gonna want to use what are they called? Storm mages. Holy shit. Yeah, this is not really as bad as it looks if you have all frost mages. If you do frost mages, you could just keep casting frost bombs, and it's really easy. I wouldn't say really easy. You still have to like move and stuff, but it's less mental stack. You could worry about less. You know, there's less to worry about. I'm so glad they did the changes too with the see how that guy just ran and blew up the gas. I'm so glad they changed a lot of... Do I have one more? Okay, there's one more. One more ritual somewhere. They changed how the revives work. You still have to take points and revive, but when they all die, they immediately come back. Like that's what I've noticed anyway. Yeah, what is the life multiplier on this? 72% more monster life. Taking so long to die. There's a breach. Yeah, so the best thing, the biggest thing to keep in mind is this is kind of like, it's pretty much a budget build. What I'm playing right now is a budget build, because the only piece of gear that's expensive on this that I'm using right now is the trench timber, 2 divines. I'm not even using the amulet. Okay, we're getting swamped. Don't die. Yeah, that extra monster life is noticeable. But yeah, frost bomb build, you could just keep doing that. Keep just raining from the sky. Really good. The only thing when I was playing it, like I played it for a while too. It starts to get old. You're just going around constantly doing this, doing that. Like it's fun for a while. I did it for a while. And I did my trial promotion with it. But I think I enjoy more kind of with the +3 amulet, the basic attack of the storm mages is really strong. Yeah, we're at like season 1 levels of basic attack clear. Like if I had enough strength to put leap slam, I would put the leap slam blink tech and then just jump around with the storm mages. But maybe in a little bit. And enrage on the other thing is enrage on the skeletal reavers is really good. I didn't realize that. I don't know if it was always the case. If they die enraged, they immediately revive. Like I don't know what that's what I noticed. I don't know what the mechanic is or why it's doing that. I don't know if that's a one-off thing, but they usually revive if they're enraged. See, he just revived right now. You see that? See him? He just died. He literally just died and then revived. Okay. And it's so nice that rib rattle does proc rupture the soul. I thought it didn't, but I could hear it. And I see it. I've seen it a couple times. Proc rupture the soul. Okay, so what I'm doing is the way I'm moving is I'm trying to get that tornado to follow me and leave my minions alone. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. If you're gonna focus on doing rituals at a low level with +6, don't do this. Use the frost mage tech. Just get a bunch of frost mages and then keep constantly dropping frost bombs. It's the way to go. It is the way to go. I just want to show this as a point that, like, you know, you can still do all the different farming currency things with +6 minions. So you imagine if I just had kept dropping frost bombs, I would have cleared that whole thing. Nice. Another thing that's nice is they didn't nerf the shock. I was worried. I thought shock was gonna arc. What the Storm Mage's arc wasn't gonna shock anymore. I need maps. Defer that. Should I reroll just to see something that we can't get? Yeah, no, yeah. Total waste, but whatever. Okay, so now we gotta do the boss. But yeah, if I wanted to, all I have to do is switch all this. Where's the frost mages? 7 frost mages. I could take out commandment and put muster in here. Where's muster at? Watch this. Let's take this off. We'll put commandment on. Yeah, there's only one of them? Okay. Just to show how crazy good it is. Keep in mind, this guy's got 72% extra life. Oh, and he's got... Dang, this guy has frost. He has frost resist, so this is not the best example. The better example would have been to use, hold on, is he gonna let me change? Can he change? Oh, he is letting me change. Okay, good. Hold on. We're gonna do the other way. Right? Where is muster? Let's take commandment off. Hold on, let the cooldown. Here it is. Just wait till, there you go, the Burning Legion comes back. Boom! You know, so it's like, the Zoomaster is pretty nice. With muster, you can change stuff around, move stuff out. Where is my... So you can hear the Rupture of the Soul going out. Where's my shocks at? Maybe I should put more shocks in? Nah, it's fine. He's dead. There you go. Okay, let's talk about the gear that I've got. I've got this trench timber, it's +2. I've got this helmet, it's +2. There's nothing on the amulet, and I have +2 on my scepter. For what we just saw, this is how I use for my. This is what I did for my +6. 2 from the trench timber, 2 from the helmet, and then 2 from the scepter. So you can see we could do T15s with this, and it's not too bad. Let me turn this off. It's not too bad doing T15s, right? It's a little long, admitted. If you're gonna do +6, I'd highly advise going with more frost bombs. That's the way to go. That's what I did until I can get my +3 amulet right here. And then as you can see, when you go with the +3 amulet, it's way easier to rely on storm mages to basic attack. But yeah, so this is the gear, right? There's nothing too special. I have a ventors here. I got lucky with this. So I have a little bit of extra spirit right here. If I had to drop the spirit, I would just, you know, get rid of maybe an extra storm mage or something. It's not that big a deal. I have this energy shield. It's super important. I have 44 spirit. I got this and then I slammed it. I think I made this. So got super lucky on that. Random ring. Just try to get your resistances as high as possible. These boots, just a 30 move speed. There's nothing special about it. Double res on the belt. If you look at the quality of my glove, it's not even maxed out, right? Double res in the glove. So I got quite a few things I gotta max out for quality. Well, I guess just this, just the gloves. But see, nothing too special. As far as the budget for this build to clear that T15 and do all the mechanics, this is probably the most expensive thing. I paid 2 divines for this. I don't know what the price is now. Maybe we can check. See what the price is now. Corrupted. 2 divines, right? That's what it says. Well, yeah. So, still 2 divines. Biggest investment. This +2 helmet was the first thing I bought. I got this for under 10 exalts. And then everything else is just as I was going, just to fill out your resistances. See, even my cold is not that high. And then my chaos is terrible. So I got a lot of things to grow. To grow. But as far as the DPS, +6, I was able to clear and get my 4th ascendancy with that. And then I'll do all those other mechanics. Yeah, let's talk about the skills. So here's Skeletal Frost Mage. Well, actually, let's go look at my discipline buff. So on my discipline buff, I have Upwelling here. Upwelling is 30% increased damage while you're not on full mana. While supported skill is active. So 30% increased minion damage, right? Pretty good. And it's easy for me to not have full mana, and my mana just kind of hovers. It hovers in between really easily. I have Clarity in here for 30% increased mana regen too. So if I ditch this, I could have extra 10 spirit, right? This is not being used right now. And then here's a Frost Mage. So Cold Mastery, Inspiration, Spell Echo, and Magnified Effect. These guys, as you saw, they're there to clear, and this spell goes far. It goes off screen. You can direct it. It's really good for clearing. I highly advise, if you only have +6 minion skills on your gear, you go on a Frost heavy focus build. Frost Mage heavy focus build. The way you could do it too, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the differences in damage. Well, I had it with this. You can take this Cold Mastery off, and you can put bidding in here, right? And then if you have points allocated to your area of effect, you can get rid of Magnified Effect, especially if you only have 4 sockets. If you're gonna want this inspiration in here, but why is because of muster. If you stick muster in here, like let's say we get rid of Magnified Effect, this is with +6, right? How much damage the ice bomb does? Almost 20k. So we're doing almost 40k ice bombs for +6, and that's a lot, especially when it's infinite and you can keep spamming it. There's pretty much no white or rares that'll stand a chance because everything will get slow. It'll get frozen. You can do breaches with it. I was leveling breaches. I was doing rituals. What is it called? Deliriums. Because now in deliriums, as soon as you touch it, everybody pops out at you. So this is really nice. It's a really nice way to clear all the small mobs and also freeze the bigger ones. So you could easily pump out the damage on this. If you only have 3 sockets, I'd probably keep the inspiration. It's going to be more of a mana issue at this point. Something like these, right? Muster and bidding. Well, Spell Echo is really good. Something like this. Spell Echo, Muster, and Inspiration. If you don't have any mana issues, you can do this. Then that's how I would set it up. Next skill, the Sniper Minion. How I have it set up for the Zoo Minion, my Zoo build is... where's bidding at? Bidding, Commandment, and Scattershot. Because I only have one of them. And the area of effect is not good. Because I don't have area on my skill tree anymore. But I have one of them because it's really good as a single target nuke. Yeah, I only have one of them. And then because of Commandment, it comes up twice as fast. So it really works well. You're fighting something that has like high frost resistance. You can chunk down the Scattershot and it's fire. For a huge chunk. Really nice. And then on top of that, it's getting shocked. You're getting, you know, increased 20% damage with the shock. You got your Unholy Might going on. Not to mention there's Upwelling happening. So there's a lot of things to increase the damage for the single target nuke. As well as the single target nuking or area screen clearing for the Frost Mages. Next, we got Withering Presence, right? Persistence is on here, and Chaos Mastery. I've had this go as high as 40 stacks. The only reason I'm not using it right now is because everything dies. Everything's dead. There's no reason for me to have Withering Presence. If I wanted Withering Presence, something like this. There you go. Got Withering Presence, right? I just took off a Storm Mage, and no big deal. Especially, you know, if we're bossing, maybe Withering Presence is good. 40 stacks for the Unholy Might. 40%. What is 40% of 30? And then add that to the 30. Whatever that math is. So, but as of right now for mapping, I don't really need it. Maybe at +6, you might want it. Especially if you're doing something like a ritual where you're contained. But we'll talk about the ritual in a little bit. For success for beating ritual. So, here's a Spectre. I have a Terracotta Soldier with the +1 minion support. This guy is 9 spirit reservation. He's specifically here to help the muster support gem, right? And he's also tanky, so you know he does help. If you wanted, and you wanted to get crazy, you know, you can put in like 12 of these guys. Like there's 12 of them now, and then these guys can they'll start moving once you're out and about, and then they can surround and group up and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I just have one, and then have this. See, now I have 4. No reavers. So it really just depends how you want to mess with your party composition. Another thing with that, let's talk about this, the rib rattle, right? Oops. This is this slot, rib rattle. Why do I have the rib rattle? Because he has auto curse, and that auto curse works with rupture the soul. Where is he? Rib rattle. There you go. So one little rib rattler. See, right now he has a few different curses that he'll cycle through. He's got despair, right? Free despair, a free temporal chains, really nice, or a free enfeeble. Oh, the game crashed. Tight. Rattle alert. Okay, enfeeble, right? Another one. Damage penalty inflicted against non-unique targets -60, so pretty nice. The enfeeble's really nice for, you know, helping you survive some hits if you really need it. The guy's kind of squishy though. And then that works with Rupture the Soul if you take it. I actually like Rupture the Soul. When I was using, before I had my amulet and I had +6 to my minion levels, Rupture the Soul was really helping me clear a lot of stuff. Combined, I didn't take Blackened Heart, and I would take Rupture the Soul. So what I would do with my Frost build was I would drop a huge Despair curse down, and then I would drop a Frost Bomb. And it would basically Rupture the Soul every time, and even if it was a group of rares, even the rare would get wiped out. And it's also good for ritual too. So the Rib Rattler is nice because he auto curses. The only downside to the Rib Rattler is he doesn't have Hex Bloom. So it's really nice with Hex Bloom, and then you have just waves of minions coming in. The curse will always spread. You'll drop more Frost Bombs. Things will die, more AoE, and it's just a lot of clear damage. But now I'm kind of focusing on a more basic stack focus with the Storm Mages, so I'm rocking this instead. Rocking Blackened Heart. And we're not using the Rib Rattler anymore. But that's something to consider if you're a little lower level on the DPS range and you want help with clear, is using Rupture the Soul. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. I just don't need it right now because things are dying from these Storm Mages. What I have for the Storm Mages, I have Lightning Mastery. Where is my Muster support gem? Muster is in here, Feeding Frenzy, and then Conduction. If I had another socket here, I would put the one that magnifies conductivity. So 30%, maybe something like that. Or I'll add in some other thing like a Lightning Infusion. So maybe the shocks will be more consistent. Okay. Wait, what goes in here? What goes in that slot? Hold Mastery. Okay. Now the Reavers. These guys are cool. I have Culling Strike on them, right? So they help out. They kill anything that's really close to death. Infernal Legion makes them look super cool, but it also helps auto-detonate gas arrows. So it's basically like the Loyal Hellhound. Then you can have a Burning Legion of these guys. If you need frontliners, RIP the Turkey. I really like the Turkey. I wish it cost less. If I could fit the Turkey in here, I would. But to have all these different minions, it requires a lot of spirit. because the turkey was so aggressive. He would just come right in. He would be the perfect Infernal Legion minion. Giant flaming bird of death. So, and then I also have crazed minions because when you enrage these guys and they automatically die, this will be up. This will come up. They'll do extra damage. Let's see here. Next one is Blink. Kind of dead. I have this on my second skill slot just to blink around. The only problem is when you do this and you go back, your skills are on cooldown, so now you have to wait for your ice bomb to come up and your gas arrow, so you're just relying on the storm mages. This is pretty good actually once you have +9, because once I get enough strength and I test it a little bit more, have a little more defense, we'll be back to doing leap slams with blink. Right? The old school tech. Leap in and then blink. Your storm mages should blink with you, and then because they're so strong, they'll just erase everything. And it'll be good. At least that's the plan. We'll see if that's something we can work out. Skeletal Cleric. Nothing too special. These guys just heal. Keep everyone alive. Then I have a Pain Offering in here. I only have Ablation. I'm not using Dance Macabre, or even... I wish Expanse didn't get nerfed, because I can't... I mean, I could put Magnified Effect in here. That's totally fine. I only use it every once in a while. What I'm really hoping for to maximize this build is I need a Rattling Scepter. Because the Rattling Scepter, I can put the Sacrificial Lamb on the warriors, and then I'll get another 7%. So we'll be at 49% increased damage with the Rattling Scepter. So Rattling Scepters are about to go through the roof in stock price. But yeah, so this is what I have for skills. What I want to show you now is if you put in, right? We just talked about doing +6 with minion skill. If you get an upgrade somehow and then you're at +9, right? Maximum with this is at +4 would be +11, and then maybe 3 on a trench timber +12. If you're using the Sunsplitter Corrupted +4, +13, right? But as of now, this is just +9. 2, 3, 2, 2. Let's look at the damage if we were to max out, like, let's say, the Frost Mage. Let's put bidding in here. Where's Feeding Frenzy? Right, let's look at the damage of our Ice Bomb. 40k. 40k Ice Bomb. So this is literally... Let it come up. This is literally an 80k screen-wide nuke. Right? 80k screen-wide nuke. You would just change this. Change this into more area of effect. And then you'll have yourself an 80k screen-wide nuke. If you get some what's it called? Casting speed, this will speed up. It is kind of slow because there's no casting speed. But you would just run like 5-6 Frost Mages, and then you could have infinite 80k nuke Frost Bombs. Now, what happens if we put it on? Oh, I didn't even put muster on him. Hold on. Take magnified effect off. Now let's see what it's at. How could I forget? Ice Bomb. 57k. So you have 114k nuke. And this is not even including Unholy Might, you know, the Upwelling, Shock, probably. The only issue is, look at how much mana it uses. 500 mana or something. So you're definitely going to want to have to run this with Inspiration. So having a 5-socket. But you could easily see Frost Mages, right? Easily screen wipe, have a bunch of casting speed, and then just rocking Frost Bomb or Ice Bombs. So that's if you wanted to min-max. Pretty good stuff. If you put this on the Sniper Minion, muster... I don't have a third slot, so Feeding Frenzy needs to go in here. But we'll just do bidding and muster. Right, the gas arrow explosion. This is 30k, right? So what is that? 90k gas arrows? Explosions? It's not 114, but we're also missing a slot, right? Imagine if I put Feeding Frenzy in here with the scatter shot. So ×3, it's gonna be more, or maybe similar to the Frost Mage. And then what you would do is you would just have just enough of these guys. A couple dudes for the Burning Legion. 2 to heal the Burning Legion. So you have this Burning Legion of reavers that are auto-igniting gas that you can enrage, who will do tons of damage while enraged, while you drop 100k nukes on whatever the boss is. There is a big mana issue, so you're gonna have to solve your mana issues with mana regen and stuff like that, but those are just concepts that you can work with to try to flip things around. And then let's look at, where is it? Our main damage dealer, the Skeletal Storm Mage. Where's my Feeding Frenzy? Oh, this is it. Lightning Mastery, Muster, and Feeding Frenzy. I could probably put a thing on it. What's it called? Some other Lightning Infusion or something, but if you look at their attack, right? 9,000, I think we covered that. Yeah, and the Storm Mage too, with the arc, you know, this is spreading around. It changed to 4 other enemies. I don't know if it goes down half every time it chains. Something like that, but you know, it clears really well. Clears really, really well. And crit chance is high, 20% crit chance, which is not bad. And I don't even take, I'm not even taking, what's it called? Deadly something, whatever it's called, to give you more crit chance on the amulet. All right, pretty good stuff. So those are the differences with the plus 3 amulet on. So yeah, once you have enough minion levels, once you get enough minion levels and you're like at +9, you can definitely just roll through the map using basic attacks from the Storm Mage. And I think with a little more investment, some life, or some more defenses, we can get back to Season 1 level of Leap Slam and Blinking in into huge packs, hopefully. And then the Storm Mage is just clearing everything. I don't know if that could be the case. It might take a lot of investment. You need a lot of survivability, which I don't have. Now let's go take a look at the passive tree. This is how I have my passive tree set up for how it is now. Right? Coming up this way. Well, I guess we should cover this first. Because I'm using Storm Mages to attack, I take Blackened Heart. And then I have this Phylactery. This is a really nice gem that I got. It's 20% increased critical chance. Attack speed's the lowest roll, so that sucks. But it's got increased area of curses, which is nice if you're using Rupture of the Soul. And then 18% increased maximum energy shield. So a pretty big chunk of energy shield from this one slot. It's pretty good. Then I take Soulless Form. Soulless Form is really good for the mana regen. I'm not taking Eternal Life just because, yeah, whatever. I have minions. And then Blackened Heart. So if I had to do this over again, I could see the case why you would get Rupture of the Soul first after playing with it. Because when I was using this with the Frost Mage, with the Ice Bomb, I would curse the whole area, and then I would drop an Ice Bomb. And then with Hex Bloom, that curse would spread, and then it would just clear. It was so nice. Such a good quality of life. The first time I went through, I got Necromantic Conduit, and mana was a big pain in the ass. And then I got Soulless Form, and then the mana problems went away. So I think maybe in the future it would be Rupture the Soul first to help clear, and then when you get your second Ascendancy, you would respec these, Rupture the Soul into Necromantic Conduit, and Soulless Form, so that way you wouldn't have any mana issues. And then with your third Ascendancy, you could either take Rupture the Soul if you still need help with clear, or you could go Blackened Heart. Or if you have a really nice jewel, stick it in here. This is a pretty decent jewel. So let's take a look at my passive tree. I come up here. I used to get this, Fear of Death, but since I'm caster heavy, I don't take any minion accuracy. As far as I know, that's the way it works, right? Accuracy only affects hits, not spells. So I still want this. Attack and cast speed, 8%, 12% move speed. And then we're taking this max energy shield and mana right here. There's some mana regen and energy shield right here. If I was using a mana heavy like frost build or gas arrow build, I would probably take these for mana regen. There's also mana regen here, which I used to have, but I respect out of it. And then there's this energy shield recharge. This is really nice because my defenses are based a lot on energy shield. So the faster recharge rate, the better. Coming up here, we got the minion wheel. I take all the spirit because I'm using every single bit of spirit. More defenses right here. I get these defenses. I'm taking these minion crit chances and attack. If I wanted to spare a point out of here, I could. I really want Vile Mending, but there's not enough points to go around. There's all the survivability stuff I'm taking with Energy Shield. RIP Grim Feast. There's this thing too. Faster Energy Shield recharge. If I get to a point where I don't care about the recharge rate, I'll probably get rid of these. And then I'll free up 7 points and I can get more stuff. As of right now, I don't have an issue with the minions dying, but even if they did, because that new patch, they die, they still revive pretty quick. I used to have these points too, to really help with the revive. When I had these points, they would come up right away. As soon as they died, as soon as the Infernal Legion on the Reaver killed him, he would be back up almost instantly. But yeah, maybe that's why he was coming back up so fast. And then up here, we're taking Reduce Reservation. You want to take this section if you're doing like a Frost Bomb or a Gas Arrow setup. Taking more shield, as much shield as I can get. And down here, this entire cross. This area right here up to the right, I got this last. This is the very kind of last section where I needed more energy shield and more intelligence. And then I've topped off the resistances. But if you're leveling, what I would do, start from the top over here. Work my way and get these. Actually, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, because if you start off with a Rupture of the Soul, you don't need Presence of Area. I wouldn't take that. I would go here. And then I would probably take Relentless Fallen and this Minion Accuracy. I'll have to do a whole new League Start guide for this once I'm done. Because I started, well, I have to see what you can level with. Because they made those patches. The patches are different now. There's more minion damage. If you're starting with Frost Mages from the get-go, you don't even need this. Because it's all spells. There's no accuracy involved. But yeah, this is the way it looks. I'll have to talk about how to get this through leveling, what to prioritize, because things are so different now than on launch day. Now that I think about it, I think this is specifically if you don't have enough damage. If you're say plus 5 to 6 minion levels, I think it is worth it to take the revive faster, because that's how I did have it. I was taking a lot of the revive faster, and it allowed me to really go into the rituals and stuff, because as soon as they died, they would come right back up. And I only noticed it because they just released that patch, and I used it for like 1 day, and then I respec'd it. That's why I think my reavers were coming back so fast, because I had a lot of these revive nodes. That's something I'm going to have to test, because if the reavers instantly revive when you have it maxed, I could really easily see a build of just flaming reavers going to town and just being a menace. But as of now, this is what I got. I like the clear speed of the Storm Mages with the Zoo and everything, and the different options of either using Frost Bombs to clear mobs, or dropping a Gas Arrow and blowing it up, hitting it with another Frost Bomb. Where's my inspiration? That's what I was missing. Okay. Yeah, I put inspiration in there, so you see the mana use isn't that bad. That's how it plays. You'll drop a Gas Arrow. It takes a while for the Gas Arrow to come back. And this way, you can see how it's pretty easy for me to keep the levels of Unholy Might on. High levels of mana, but not full mana, so that way I can keep the Upwelling buff. So Upwelling, 30% extra damage. Right? With Unholy Might in combination with all your other stuffs. It makes it really easy to kind of balance the mana. But yeah, there's still a lot of room to work with and grow with the build. I kind of have a better idea of what I kind of want to do. I'm really liking how this is playing until maybe something else gets found out, or I figure something else out. Enjoy it. I think it's seriously worth a shot. At least the frost bomb portion, because you're gonna need +9 minion levels, and it's not cheap. 6 divines is, you know, it's not super expensive, but it's a lot. And then you'd have to farm that and stuff and try to get it. Check out this map. I'm gonna clear it with the +9 and go through all the mechanics. All right, here's a T16 map. We're using the +9 minion levels with this amulet. See how it is compared to +6. It's so much easier, so much smoother. It's a lot quicker. I left one respawn just in case, because we have some rituals in here and things can go bad. You can die for stuff that's not your fault. Like right now, what is my fault is my chaos resistance, and this mod has what is it, 38% extra chaos damage is what the monsters have. So kind of dangerous. Yeah, as of right now, I'm kind of just dropping mostly frost bombs. Let's hit this thing. It really hurts. That extra 38% of damage is a lot. It's a lot, not gonna lie. But the +9, it's already a lot quicker. It's nice to be able to use the frost bombs to help clear, and anything that gets close, we can kind of hit with the storm mages. Who's this? Oh, we picked a dead end. Oh, I missed a hand. Let's go do this ritual. There's a weird little island. Usually the first round of ritual is not bad. It's the fourth round. That one didn't have any tornadoes, so I'm psyched about that. I hate having tornadoes. Tornadoes are like the worst thing. Tornadoes and just random pools of like acid everywhere, especially mobs that spit acid. And then these guys, the expedition can have rough enemies sometimes. So make sure you don't brick your expedition. Kill those guys, clear that out. Okay, any chests? Should I go this way first? Nothing? Right here. Maybe over here. Extra fire damage, break armor, sure.
Here we go.
Just immediately drop a frost bomb. So you can kind of see the difference in the pace. Pace is so much quicker. Do I need a new flask? I'll take that just in case. I might need a new flask. I don't know what that item was. We'll check later. It'd be nice to... Dude, there's these places that look like you can walk through and you can't. Keep going. Sometimes you're out of range. It's like, where's my arrow? Where's my gas arrow? Come on. That's the one reason why the frost bomb is so good. It goes far, so you can really be far away. You could even consider just dropping. Well, I wouldn't drop the. See, I killed that guy. I killed him with a gas arrow. Okay. There's another ritual. See, and the shock mages do a good job. They do a really good job. There you go. Oh, how do we get around? Dude, these islands. I'm still not comfortable just blinking over stuff just because, you know, I have really low stats. I mean, defensively wise, I'm not even at 5k for shield. And then these puffs of smoke, they obscure and they slow you down. Oh, what is that? Those treants are bad. Be careful of the treants. Okay, cool. Shock mages did a good job. Let's keep moving. Yeah, storm mages are good. They're hitting really hard. And this is pretty much how it plays. You just kind of run through. Hopefully your frost mages are in line of sight so they don't delay their attack. It would be really nice if these guys had the same AI as the vulture. The vulture's got the best AI. Yeah, I killed that guy with a gas arrow. Just the gas arrow just nuked him down. So you can kind of thin out from a really far distance. There's another gas arrow from a really far distance, like way downtown. Tom Brady. I need to go to town. I gotta clear my bag. Do I have Withering Presence on? Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm not running Withering Presence. Just because we don't need it. Things are dying. Things are dying way before we get stacks of Wither. It's always fun when that guy runs in and he detonates the gas. He's basically the hound. Get out of that gas. That gas is very dangerous to be in. Oh, another thing I didn't cover is Upwelling. I have Upwelling. Upwelling on my discipline. Okay, careful. I'm frozen. Not good. That guy, that treant. If you're not careful, that treant will vomit all over you and you'll be dead. Man, we missed one. All the way back there. Hopefully there's a checkpoint. Okay, cool. One thing I forgot to mention is Upwelling. I have Upwelling on my scepter on discipline. And it gives you 15% extra damage as long as you're not on full mana, which I'm hardly ever on full mana because of all the active abilities and stuff. And I don't recover mana fast enough that it's a problem. My mana regen is actually slow enough to where it's fine. Nice. Shock mages are doing great. Should throw in a pain offering in there. Really get it going. Really get the crowd pumping. Oh, frozen. Yeah, cool. Defer all this. Oh, I should have deferred that Chaos Orb. So I can just see something I can't buy. Woo, that would have been crazy if this was good. Anything else good? Chaos Orb? No, the T16 map. But yeah, that would have been good if we got something. I gotta make sure I check before I defer stuff. Right, let the burning guy run in there. It's too bad they... Oh shit, this is bad. It's too bad they nerfed the spread speed of the gas. Like, the gas is really nice. But the gas arrow, but they nerfed the the AoE spread, which kind of sucks. Is he dead? Oh, he is dead. Robust rune. See, the auto attacks are nice enough. They're strong enough now that even if they get sidetracked, your minions get sidetracked fighting someone in the back, they're strong enough to take care of it. And that guy's just going in there to party. Like, if you need frontline minions, you can just have more reavers. And for the most part, they help. They do pretty good. If you have a lot of them, you should use their enrage. Enrage is really good. And they're only down for like a second. Let's enrage him right now. And he'll stay alive for quite a bit of time. That was cool. That was cool. The first 2 hits